Hello, this is a tutorial about liquid fueled engines versus solid fueled engines. I have the little skeleton of a rocket right here, and I've brought up three different kinds of engines. These two are solid fuel engines. They have the fuel and the engine in one little thing, which is very convenient. Just plunk it on there and off it goes. And the way these work is that when you activate them, they fire at full thrust, and they keep firing until all of the fuel is gone. You have exactly zero control over this process. Once you light that engine, it just goes and burns to completion. These engines tend not to be very efficient, but they tend to have huge thrusts. They are just nice big boosters to get you up off the ground well into the atmosphere. A liquid fuel engine, on the other hand, is a lot more elegant. It might not be quite as powerful, but you can do things like turn up your thrust or turn it down a little bit. So if you find that you're going insanely fast and you're just whipping and hitting a lot of air friction, you can lower your thrust as you go and then increase it when you want to. This will be especially helpful when you get into space and you're doing orbital maneuvers. You desperately need that kind of control. It would be kind of unthinkable to bring a solid fuel booster up into orbit. Now, the liquid fuel rockets, you need to have fuel tanks with them, so it's not like an all-in-one deal. So I'm going to build a rocket with a liquid fuel engine. I'm going to start by putting a coupler on it, just so when we're done using it, I can just throw away the whole rocket part and just land this, because landing an entire full rocket is pretty tricky. Now I'm going to get some liquid fuel tanks. I only have one option right now. It's this pretty small one. So I'll put on a few of these here. Let's just let's put a nice amount here. I'll put 4 of them. Oh, that didn't quite click on there. Sometimes you got to make sure that it matches up nicely. It'll be a ghost-looking thing if it doesn't. And now I'll put my engine on here. Voila! So let's see what this thing can do. All right. So now this whole throttle thing becomes quite important. I can use Shift and throttle it up. Control, I can throttle it down. Z gives it full. X kills it, turns it to 0. So let's just put it on full. Turn stability control on and just shoot this thing straight up in the air. Off we go. And we're going up pretty nicely here. This is probably quite a lot of, getting a lot of speed. You see we're getting a lot of wind resistance. Let's lower the throttle down. So I'm not just wasting my fuel pushing the air. Here I can probably lower it even more. Yep. And now you can raise it. You can up your throttle once you get out of the thick atmosphere here. You can see it's getting thinner. I can up my throttle. Here I can just bring it up to full power. But maybe not. It's getting a little toasty there, so I might want to bring it off. And oh, I've run out of fuel. So that is how you use liquid fuel engines. Have fun.